Hello everyone, welcome to Officer 24/7. My name is Niharika Valia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the area of ABFM. Okay everyone, I hope you had been reviewing our courses already. If you haven't started it yet, then kindly go ahead. Sale is going on. 81% discount is available on all our courses and double validity plus 81% discount on our Mahapack. So if you're planning for it, then this is the perfect time. Along with this, if you find these particular classes useful, then please go ahead and share it among your peers, like it as well, and at the same time subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. Okay, everyone, we have started with our victory series. As you already know, the victory series is going on. It's a blend of multiple chapters. I think yesterday we covered the area of organizing as well as staffing. Now it's again a blend of module A itself, and soon I'll be starting with the module B. We are done with good number of classes with the mix of module A, then I'll move on to module B further. But everyone, share the session, and if you find these classes useful, then please don't forget to like it. Acha, everyone, we were talking about management. The management includes the first chapter, that is introduction to management, and then we have the all the 5 points, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Right, these are the particular things which are covered in our first module. Based upon that, here comes the first topic. Here we are starting with the area of staffing. Let's go ahead. When is the recruitment most intense for an organization? During the economic downturns, when the company downsizes. Okay, the company downsizes is a very bad situation. When the company does that, the people face a lot of problems. Done? When a new business is launched or expands, or during the period of stagnation. All the A, B, and D points sounds very negative. During the worst times, you would never want it, isn't it? You would always want it when there's a growth required. So when you're looking at this entire scenario, what will you do? When the company is launched, it is expanding. In both the areas, you really have to look forward to it. Done? Now let's look at the next question. Um, what's the specific question, everyone? What is internal recruiting? What do you mean by the term internal recruiting, everyone? What is internal recruiting? Hiring external candidates or filing positions with the current staff, outsourcing, or conducting background checks. Internal recruiting is basically you're trying to add people into the organization, isn't it? You're trying to look forward towards the people who are already there in the organization. The people who are there in the organization, sometimes they're looking for growth, and we need people who already know how to work, isn't it? If they know how to work, you can actually take them to the next level without any problem. Done? Okay. Now the answer would be what? The answer is basically filing positions with the current candidates only. The people who are there in the organization. But this was also a very positive point. When the people who are there in the organization, they get to the next level. Those people really feel satisfied with the jobs. They feel, nahi, there's a scope that we can grow further as well. So it's an important area. Okay, next question. How does retained recruiting differ from contingency recruiting? Retained recruiting or contingency? What would be the answer accordingly, everyone? हाँ जी. Retained recruiting or contingency recruiting. Contingency matlab there's a problem. Now we need people this in this organization and we really have to work upon um, the work there. है ना? So what do we do in this case, everyone? Retained recruiting involves no upfront payment to the recruiting firm, or contingency recruiting requires an exclusive partnership with the recruiting firm. Contingency means you're actually getting the people on ad hoc basis. We want the people to be there. Everyone. Then contingency recruiting in terms of the area of a job offer to the candidate. What's your answer, everyone? See, contingency recruiting is basically for the in time where we face a problem or something. That is where we take this particular area to the work, right? Now, when we're looking at the difference between the two, retained earning recruiting involves an upfront fee payment for the recruiting firm. Okay, when we talk about a retained recruiting now, you're trying to basically keep the people in the organization and you are looking at the recruiting firm ki help us out. So that is what we talk about this area altogether, right? Now let's look at the next part. What is that specific what is the purpose of employment test in the selection process? What is the purpose, everyone? Selection tests, huh? When we talk about the selection test, it is to evaluate candidates' abilities and qualifications, to test candidates' knowledge of company policies, to assess candidates' culinary skills, or the last point, we're looking forward to determine the candidates' political views. Matlab, we're looking forward towards this area, na? So this is basically done to understand how much the particular person already knows. It's not about the company policies. We'll tell them the company policies as and when he joins. So it's more or less the abilities and qualifications. That includes their aptitude testing. है ना? Number one is aptitude. Their IQ test. Now the EQ is also a part of it. Many organizations, especially the army, they also do the EQ test. Intelligence quotient as well as emotional quotient. Then all other than IQ and EQ, they also conduct interest test. How much do you know about the things? How much interest do you have? And the last thing is your personality test. They also conduct personality tests as well as there's one more, that is trait test. There are many tests that are conducted. These are just a few. Medical testing is also there. That is done once you have been chosen for the job. Then they want to know whether you are physically fit enough to work or not. Isn't it? Done? Done, everyone? Okay, now let's move on. The next question is, what is the primary principle behind on the job training? Everyone? Okay. On the job training plays a very important role. While I'm on the job, it's really important that I know about the work that I'm doing. How do I work forward? Learning through workshops and seminars, doesn't really help that much. I would say that because in the accounting field itself, in the field of commerce, I think I couldn't gather much information from the theoretical point of view. I learned a lot from the practical. So I think on the job plays a very important role there. Seminars and all, they do not. Learning by doing while performing regular duties. This really helps everyone. I think let's talk about the basics there. We all know how to make tea. If I just give you the theoretical point of view, you will feel that, array, it won't be a problem. But how do you remember how much of sugar is sufficient and how much of tea leaves are important and how much of boiling is required? All those things doesn't come on the basis of the fact, yeah, the recipe was very simple, I think I can do it. That won't really help. Learning in the classroom setting. The classroom setting is very theoretical, and learning through online courses is also not the point. The point is you learn the work through the doing of it. Learning by doing is the main point. Okay, what is another name for off the job training, everyone? Remote training, in-house training, vestibule, or on-site? Everyone, another name or another term for off the job. Off the job can be what? uh, Remote training, in-house, on-site, vestibule. The answer is vestibule. But what is vestibule training? This is actually an off-the-job training method under which what happens is, obviously, see, if I have to train you on a machine, you don't know about that machine yet. Can I put you on a machine for which costs us around 2 crores? You are a trainee. I will not put you there. And even you will be reluctant. Okay, what if something happens? So what will the organization do? They will say this is the pilot machinery. You learn on this pilot machine. This is similar to the 2 crore machine, but this is basically something where people learn how to operate it. Once you learn this one, then we'll move on to the original one. This is vestibule training. Okay, you work on these things, but on this particular basis itself. Okay, when is off the job training typically utilized? When employees need to be trained using real world scenarios, or the employees prefer self-paced learning, or when a large number of people need to be trained in a short time, when employees are already proficient in their roles. When is off the job training typically utilized? Off the job is basically used when these people need to be trained for the real world first. They have to be very, I would say, they need to learn the specific work. Till the time when a large number of people need to be trained in a short period of time, you will go for it. Because now this would be done in a very theoretical manner. The probation periods, when people are basically asked just to learn the theories and then give the exam and then start with their jobs. The actual work starts after you start your job. Before that, whatever theory you are getting, you don't really understand that part that well, because that doesn't bring clarity at all. That's my feeling, and I think everybody would agree on it as well. What does off the job training involve? To conduct the employee's normal place of work, online courses, or conduct the setting of the work at the workplace, or regular working hours. It can be through training which is conducted in different setting from the employee's workplace. We say online is also a part of it, but this is the actual definition. Okay, what is emphasized in the development and implementation of the retention plan? Retention plan matlab, pata hai, in the organization this has happened many times that people who are working with you, they want to leave the organization. For example, I decide ki nahi, I don't want to continue with this organization anymore, right? So if I'm not looking forward towards this organization anymore, then there must be something which would keep me back into an organization for which I've given years, है ना? So then that is a part of retention. The people, there might be a greater turnover. So how do you catch that particular turnover trouble? All you can do is कि ठीक है ना, if people are facing any problems, then no problem there. If this is a situation which is happening, then I'll try to solve this issue, na? What would be the amount, everyone? Okay, Now let's talk about that part as well. When we talk about this situation, there na the anticipation of acha, okay, I'm sorry. I think I narrow focused techniques only, broad based techniques only, combination of broad based and focused based technique and specialized techniques for each department. What is emphasized in the development and implementation of retention plans? If you want to go ahead with your retention plans, now you want to retain those people, you have to look forward towards combination of broad based and focused based techniques. The problem is people want niche, they want specialization, but they want to be good in the general work as well. What if a different kind of work would be given to them? So there would be a lot of problem for all of us now. Won't it be? Anji, there would be a situation now. That is what we'll be covering. Done. So let's move on to the next question now. Which type of performance appraisal involves feedback from superiors, peers, and participants? But earlier na in the traditional method, it was everything was based upon your boss. If he feels you're good, you're good. If he feels that you're bad, you're bad. The particular person can give wrong information to the super seniors as well, can definitely ruin your careers. Now the point was they said, nee, this is not true, because sometimes what happens is these are issue based scenarios, right? Nobody is there to ruin anybody else's career. Now the point is, but how can we rely on only one person's judgment? Maybe recently the both of them had a particular difference, who would have a difference, subordinate and superior. If they had a difference and that would lead to a wrong report, then he might lose his job as well. So the best thing they would do, they said the thing that we can do is, you can, to know the particular person better, we would take the particular point of view of the super senior, we'll take the point of view of the juniors and other people as well. Self evaluation, peer assessment, 360-degree or negotiated appraisal. It was 360-degree feedback, which would be helpful. Okay, it is a 360-degree feedback that is basically based upon all the people that you know would be talking to you and finding out what to do and what not to do. Done? Okay. Now comes the answer is 360-degree feedback, known as 360-degree. Because of this reason, because you'll be collecting the information from multiple people in order to reach out to the best point. What is the benefit of regular communication, everyone, between the managers and employees regarding performance? Actually, now this plays a very important role. Maybe I might feel that, array, maybe I'm not doing the work properly. So, Phil, what can we do? Now, what would be the answer, everyone? It increases the stress associated with the annual reviews. It fosters stronger connections between the employees and managers. It reduces the need for the performance appraisal or decreases the employee satisfaction. What's going to be the answer, everyone? What's going to be the answer? Chali, then let's find the specific area. When we talk about the benefit of regular communication, it really removes the entire problems between the two. This helps in having a to foster a connection between the employer and the managers. Acha. Next point, what is the objective of a performance appraisal system? To discourage the employees to maintain the records, or to avoid identifying strength and weakness, or to provide feedback? The answer would be to provide the feedback. Providing the feedback regarding what to how the people are looking forward towards their work, and are they doing it well or not, right? Chaliye, let's end the particular session, everyone. But before I end the session, let's look at our website first. Everybody go to our website right away. CAIIB Mahapack is available at double validity. Double validity means you get a discount of up to 81%. Use the code Y541 and get the Mahapack 2.0. Mahapack 2.0 is the best plan to look forward to, and this is available at 6500. Why am I saying this is the best plan to look forward to? Reason. Number one, you get 500 hours of live classes. You get test series. Okay? The test series, individual tests are also there. Module test, all these online live classes, everything is there. Test series have got 23 modules. All the different tests of different subjects are available there. Okay? In certain areas you get different testing altogether. After this, the next point that you have got is ebooks. You have got so many ebooks regarding the specific subjects of JIB, CIB, everything is given there. Your entire CIB, elective paper, rural banking, all these entire books based upon our organization there na, ठीक है? Based upon the Macmillan book is all available. Previous, current and the upcoming batches all available for you. You can join anything if you look forward to the specific batches. Plus, this is not the end. You're also getting 10 plus hours of mini marathons, 5 plus hours of Maha marathons, practice papers, and even the doubt sessions. So if you're planning for it, then hurry up. And even the optional subjects, all the 5 optional subjects are also included. So if you are looking forward to deciding what particular subject you want to choose, check out all the 5 subjects. You have already paid for it. So Mahapack means you don't even pay even a single penny for any further topics or classes there. Right? So check it out on our website or in our app for further details, everyone. And stay tuned. In the next class, we'll be covering more of the questions in the upcoming area. Thank you so much for being there. We'll be meeting in the next class. Share the session, like it, and don't forget to subscribe the channel, everyone. And if you're planning to purchase our courses, then hurry up. The offer is ending soon. Thank you.